With an estimated population of over 180 million, 1 in 3 people in Pakistan live in poverty. Due to this poverty-stricken household, the children are unable to receive even the basic primary education. The consequences of this are the increase in poverty, illiteracy, and overall a lower per capita income. Pakistan has the world's second highest number of children dropping out of school, reaching 5.1 million in 2010. Pakistani girls are most disadvantaged in Punjab, KPK, and Balochistan. So why do we need to stress the importance of educated Pakistani women? The answer is obvious.
वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट की बात करते हैं तो कोर्स इसके लिए एजुकेशन ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि एज ए बीइंग अ फीमेल अगर मैं एजुकेटेड नहीं हूँ तो मैं करियर ओरिएंटेड नहीं हो सकती हूँ। और बीइंग अ फीमेल मेरे सोसाइटी में बहुत सारे रोल्स हैं, जिसमें एज ए मदर है, एज ए टीचर है, और बहुत सारे रोल्स हो सकते हैं आपके। तो अब जैसे अगर मैं एजुकेटेड हूँ तो इसका मतलब है कि मैं मल्टीटास्किंग हूँ, मैं उसके साथ वर्किंग वुमेन भी हो सकती हूँ, मैं अपने बच्चों को प्रॉपर एजुकेट कर सकती हूँ, मेरी मैनेजमेंट स्किल्स डिफरेंट होंगी, और जब मेरी मैनेजमेंट स्किल्स होंगी डिफरेंट होंगी तो इसका मतलब है कि मैं अपना घर ठीक से देख रही हूँ। और जब मेरा घर ठीक से चलेगा और मेरी एक फैमिली, अगर मैं फैमिली ओरिएंटेड होकर सोचूँ तो उसके लिए भी एजुकेशन बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है। अगर औरतें एम्पावर नहीं होंगी और एजुकेटेड नहीं होंगी तो ऑफकोर्स वो मल्टीटास्किंग नहीं होगी, और जो मल्टीटास्किंग नहीं होगी तो वो अच्छे तरीके से मैनेज नहीं कर सकेंगी।
46% according to UNESCO. In 16,300 primary schools in Pakistan, only 40,000 cater to girls. Traditional gender roles in Pakistan define the woman's place in the home. Of opportunities throughout their lives.
It's more difficult for Pakistan in the present time, just like it was, say, in England or the USA during World War, between the two world wars, because the woman was a traditional housemaker and the man was a traditional breadwinner. But when all the men went to war, so women had to go to work. That's where the labor aspect rise came into play. So it's more of an economic-driven situation for the Pakistani women as well, because it requires 2 people to run a regular household. Pehle zamane mein kya tha? We had one person raising a family of 8, and it was possible. In fact, it was very comfortable. But now it becomes more difficult with the rising inflation and the lack of job opportunities, etc., etc.
Female literacy in Pakistan is 43.6% compared to male literacy at 62% as of 2008. The status of women in Pakistan varies considerably across classes, regions, and the rural-urban areas.
मेरे माँ बाप ने नहीं पढ़ा सके। माँ फोत हो गई सी छोटी होंदियां दी, और अब्बू ने नहीं पढ़ा सके। घर में गरीबी सी, इसलिए ते मैं बच्चों नहीं पढ़ा सकी। दिल बहुत चाहता सी मैं बच्चों को पढ़ावां, लेकिन नहीं मेरे को पढ़ाया गया। तो बच्चियाँ मेरिया 6 बेटियाँ ने और 2 बेटे ने, वो 4 पढ़े ने, अपने काम पे लगे। मेरा दिल कर रहा है मैं अपना पढ़ावा लिखावा बच्चों को, बच्चे नहीं पढ़ सकते।
गरीबा को चीज हो तो पढ़ाई करन बच्चे कोई दिन घर आंदे ने ते जेड़े दिन लग जान ना मंजी है ना बिस्तर रहता पे भी सीधी गल करो। हां भाई गरीबां दा गुजारा है।
बच्चे तो है नहीं, लेकिन गल है कि इन्हें खर्चे नहीं उठाए जाते ना, बच्चे ने पढ़ा सकते सी
खर्चे नहीं दास
खर्चे बहुत ने पढ़ाइए कराइए। आजकल एक बच्चे तेन पता फीस किन्नी है, उन्हें कमा नहीं सकते जिन्नी की फीस है एक बच्चे की। कभी कम तो जाते कभी नहीं जाते, कभी रोटी लग जाती 3 टाइम, कभी 1 टाइम, कभी नहीं भी लगती, सो जाते चुप करके। जो खान इन्ना मुश्किल कह रहे हैं, भाई खान बड़ी मुश्किल लगता है।
मेरे घर तो मंजी ही नहीं है, गरीबा का
had some long-term
that has to be faced by a woman being in Pakistan or in Southeast Asia is the lack of education and the hindrance in the acquiring any kind of professional, whether it is lower level professional or higher professional education. So if the woman is not educated, so it would be very harmful, I think, or it would not be safe for her to go out and just try to earn. Going out and earning and working definitely means firstly acquiring education.
Food, shelter and water, because that's what, makes us who we are, makes us human. That's what differentiates us from basically animals.
On the contrary, our rural area might have education issues, but they do not have labor issues. Women work with men in the fields side by side. It's more of a middle class issue, or the lower middle class even, where the women are not encouraged to go out and work.
Investing in girls and women is truly transformational for themselves, their family, and their community. Women invest nearly all their money they earn back in their family, educating and nourishing their children, and girls who go to school go on to have fewer and healthier children and earn more money. They help lift their families out of poverty.
मैं यहाँ पे टीचिंग कर रही हूँ from almost 2 years. मैंने रिसेंटली अपना मास्टर्स कंप्लीट किया और ड्यूरिंग माई मास्टर्स मैं जॉब भी कर रही थी, और क्योंकि आई हैव टू सपोर्ट माई सेल्फ, मुझे अपने आप को सपोर्ट करना था, और मतलब मैं अपने पेरेंट्स के लिए एक हेल्पिंग हैंड भी करना चाहती हूँ. तो मैं ये सोचती हूँ कि अगर मेरे पेरेंट्स ने मुझे एजुकेट ना किया होता, तालीम ना दिलाई होती, तो मैं शायद यहाँ पे ये कुछ ना कर रही होती और उनके लिए एक हेल्पिंग हैंड ना होती.
The working woman, the laborer, the career girl, the high academic achiever, the productive citizen contributing greatly to the economy through her skills is underrated, underreported and hardly celebrated.
अब मीडिया में बहुत अवेयरनेस क्रिएट की है. अब जो सोसाइटी है वो चेंज हो गई है. अब आपको कल्चर डिफरेंस वो नहीं रहे जो पहले थे, या शायद मैं जब से काम करना शुरू हूँ मेरे लिए नहीं था, हो सकता है लोगों के लिए हो, या फिर रूरल एरियाज़ में ऐसा कुछ होता हो. मेरा ख्याल है कि अब तो जो वर्किंग वुमेन है वो ज़रूरत है. आप ये नहीं सोच सकते कि एक औरत है और वो एक फुली डिपेंडेंट है अपने हस्बैंड पे, अपने ब्रदर पे, या फिर अपने फादर पे, इस एज में या इस कल्चर में.
In 2008, it was recorded that 21.8% of females were participating in the labor force in Pakistan, while 82.7% of men were involved in labor. Clearly, the low female literacy rate is a large obstacle in women taking part in the workforce. In addition, today females make up only 15% of the formal labor force in Pakistan, and although this is almost triple what it was 20 years ago, this is still a very dismal amount.
The interesting part is that the first wife of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was a businesswoman. So why can't people accept the fact and rather use the religion of Islam to say that women should be, within the Chadar and Chadewari, that they actually need to go out and work? And again, the first divine word to the last prophet of Islam was Iqra, which was read, learn. And again, it wasn't specific to just men, it said all. So all women were needed education. In fact, women had been glorified even in Islam. The first martyr was not a man, it was a slave woman. So women have always been important in all forms of social contribution. Having said that, I'm not going to say that being chosen to be a housewife is not contributing to a household or the economy. I think there is enough for one to decide that yes, it is definitely a contribution. It's a job that is being done. However, being able to go out and work brings a lot of other things as well. I think learning about how gravity works is me bringing me closer to God as well. So it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to read the Quran only, which you should as well. Of course you should. But all of those things will be inherited from you in the household.
The feudal system in Pakistan leaves the underpowered, women in particular, in a very vulnerable position. The long-lived socio-cultural belief that women play a reproductive role within the confines of the home leads to the belief that educating women holds no value. Although girls have a right to education legally, in many rural regions of Pakistan, girls are strongly discouraged from going to school and discriminated against as there are violent attacks such as acid throwing, which many girls fall victim to.
I can say that there is no uniformity. There are certain areas in Pakistan where sending a young girl to school or outside home is a taboo, or it is not considered safe, and it's against their social and cultural values. That's why mostly women are deprived of even basic primary education, and that is the main scope and main magnitude of the problem.
एजुकेशन हासिल करके मैं हमेशा टीचर बनना चाहती थी, और दूसरी जो नेक्स्ट और बच्चों को बताना चाहती हूँ अपनी जो एजुकेशन है वो आगे फॉरवर्ड करना चाहती हूँ, और लोगों को ये भी दिखाना चाहती हूँ कि मैं बजाते खुद एक औरत हूँ, तो मैंने अगर पढ़ा है तो मैंने आज जो जिस मुकाम पर मैं हूँ कल को वो लोग भी हो सकते हैं। और मैं बेसिकली उनको ये होप भी देना चाहती हूँ कि वुमेन आगे जाकर कुछ भी कर सकती है, किसी भी प्रोफेशन में चली जाए वो बेस्ट।
Education is important because, you know, you become your own person, you can depend on your own self. You don't have to, specifically if you're talking about women, we don't have to look to our fathers, our brothers, our husbands every month because we need to, you know, buy something or, you know, treat ourselves with something nice. We have to look at our own self because then we can support ourselves.
Malala Yousafzai is a Pakistani girl who stood up for the education of young girls and was shot by the Taliban. Due to the amount of press coverage after the shooting, people around the world gained awareness for the lack of girls receiving a formal education in many countries. Malala has inspired many people to share their voices and terminate the silence that comes with oppressive issues such as the lack of education for women. As with girls attending school, restrictions on women's activity outside the home are rooted in concerns for female safety and female honor. Males in the household may be concerned that women's safety is at risk. In socially conservative areas, men may also worry about damage to the household's reputation if young women venture out of doors, particularly to earn money. Women working outside their houses can brand the family as low status and imply that the men cannot adequately provide for the economic needs of the household.
So if it's fear-driven, which is that women go out and work, right, it will compromise values. So you have to be able to differentiate that, and the fact remains that it doesn't necessarily mean that a woman goes out to work, she will compromise values. If it's the same way a man goes out to work, right, he may compromise his values, but yet they're willing to accept it. This particular relative of mine had to go back to college. Although she was a very educated lady, but she had to go back to college to get a vocational degree. And now she's a professional. So she's being able to take care of herself at least. So these are the equipments that one needs to do. Also, I personally believe a mother is a better mother if she goes out in the world. What compared to situations, ceteris paribus, all other things constant, one woman who has know-how of what the world is like, the challenges of the world, and one woman who has no idea what the outside world is like, it's the chadar and chadar, so to speak. What kind of rearing as a mother to a child would each give? Obviously, this one will be able to expose the child. So I think, yes, it doesn't mean that kaam hi karte raho, bachche ko tawajjuh na do. You have to be able to give the attention to the child, but quality attention. So I think that's my perspective.
Women in major parts of Pakistan are still being made to believe that education is not important for them, and this is the main reason why they cannot pursue higher-end jobs and make full careers out of their specialization. It has played a psychological role in the society, and many women grow up with the mindset that they don't need to work as their men can handle their spending, and it makes them dependent on their fathers, their husbands, and their brothers.
मुझे लगता है जो औरतें वो साइकोलॉजिकली सेफ जोन में रहना चाहती हैं। उन्हें अच्छा लगता है कि वो किसी पे डिपेंडेंट है, उन्हें अच्छा लगता है कि वो उनके लिए कोई कमाए, उनके लिए गाड़ी आ जाए, उसे पिक करे, उनके बच्चों को पिक करे, और उसके बाद क्या है वो सेफ जोन में रहना चाहती हैं। कल्चरल इशू मैंने पहले बताया कि अब वो कल्चरल इशू नहीं है, मतलब बीइंग अ फीमेल, और जब से मैंने काम करना शुरू किया, जब से मैंने पढ़ना शुरू किया, मुझे ऐसे रिस्ट्रिक्शंस नहीं फेस करनी पड़ी, और मुझे सोशली भी ऐसा कोई फेस नहीं करना पड़ा।
It is highly important for us Pakistani people to support our daughters to achieve an education and specialize in their desired fields. However, this is not possible without family support and an open mindset.
I have excellent support from my husband and my in-laws, and when I got married, I was in a specialization program which was very demanding, and I was doing my 36-hour calls twice a week, and there was continuous unconditional support from my in-laws first and also my husband.
Due to cultural restraints, many women discontinue their careers after their marriage, resulting in a brain drain and lower GDP than the country could have had. What do Pakistani women think about this situation? There are many with a liberal approach towards it in the modern era.
कोई भी खातून अगर कोई हायर एजुकेशन हासिल करती हैं तो डेफिनेटली उनकी फैमिली की सपोर्ट तो है जो वो एजुकेशन अचीव करती हैं, बट व्हाट हैपेंस वंस वी कंप्लीट आवर स्टूडेंट लाइफ, then most of the women when get married, they find it very difficult to cope with the increased responsibilities, domestic responsibilities, and coping with the working as well. So they definitely choose for their domestic life and discontinue to work, which is the wastage of all the resources of the government and their all effort, 16-18 years effort. So I strongly recommend that all the educated women should utilize their education.
मेरा नहीं ख्याल कि जी कोई इतनी कोई टफ जॉब है, और ये ज़रूरत है। जब आप ज़रूरत की बात करते हैं तो यू हैव टू मैनेज, और चीज़ें खुद बहुत मैनेज हो जाती हैं। आप अगर वर्किंग वुमेन हैं और आपके देखिए बच्चे भी हैं, बहुत सारी औरतें और करती हैं। फ्री टू थिंक अगर एजुकेशन पे, तो वो मेरे नहीं ख्याल कि वो एजुकेशन से रिलेटेड है। फ्री टू थिंक तो मैं भी हूँ, फ्री टू थिंक तो कामली बाई भी है, वो भी एक वर्किंग वुमेन है। फ्री टू थिंक तो कोई भी, उसका एजुकेशन से मेरा नहीं ताल्लुक, वो तो माइंड है, और माइंड आपका लिबरेट। एजुकेशन आपको न्यू पैरामीटर्स देती है, आपको न्यू डायरेक्शन दे सकती है सोचने की। लिबरेशन जब तक आपकी मेंटल डेवलपमेंट नहीं होगी तब तक लिबरेशन नहीं होगी। और मेंटल डेवलपमेंट के लिए ठीक है इंस्टीट्यूट का होना ज़रूरी है, लेकिन उसमें अपब्रिंगिंग बड़ा क्रॉस